Well, I feel like we just kind of had the same game as we had against Carson Newman the game before. I felt like we come out, we're playing even with somebody in the first quarter, and then we start turning the ball over a lot in the second quarter. They take the lead. I believe they had an 8-point lead on us at halftime. We come out and we have a great third quarter, and I think we outscored them 13-5, and we were tied going into the fourth when we took the lead. And I just feel like we just spent so much energy in the third, getting the lead, that our legs weren't there. We couldn't make easy shots. We were missing layups. And, it's just now, granted, just giving props to Queens. I think Sarah did a great job with her team. I think they had a great game plan against us. And I feel like this was just a hard-fought game. I mean, there were people on the floor good majority of the game, both teams. A lot of kids diving on the floor for the ball. There was a lot of collisions. This was a very, very physical game. And that's not, I don't think either team was playing dirty. I don't think it was anything like that. I think both teams were playing hard, and some things were being let slide, and so people get more aggressive and more aggressive and more aggressive. And I was actually even concerned, and I even mentioned to Sarah that, one of our players was possibly getting injured. There was a lot of collisions, but at the same time, I feel like her team played hard, my team played hard. I just wish it would have been a better outcome for us. But, I look at the game, and, I feel like Queens deserved to win. They just hit some really tough shots there in the fourth. Number 24, I just feel like she was key for them. They did a great job holding the ball. We took the lead, and for whatever reason, we got risky with the ball. You can't have turnovers in that situation. You got to use the clock to your advantage, and you can't take quick shots, because that's how teams get back in it. And I feel like we weren't doing the little things to allow us to hold the lead, and I felt like Queens did. I mean, when they relinquished the lead, or once we relinquished the lead to them, they held the ball. They made great possessions, great decisions, and I just feel like it was they just made smart choices, and we didn't make stops, and we're gonna have to bounce back. And I feel like our girls, in the locker room, they're willing to do that. We got to get a couple things back in order. Some things have been sliding. I felt like we got lazy on our defense. We weren't in our stance. Our help defense wasn't there. We got face cut so many times, and that's definitely things that we're going to work on come practice Monday.
What can your girls kind of learn from a game like that? That there's people flying everywhere. It's a hard game when you have a game in 4 days against a sharpshooting team in Anderson.
Well, I think that Anderson's a very different look. But as far as learning something, I think, our girls just got to be in situations where we make smarter decisions. I felt like we were passing through their press too much instead of attacking it. And when we did attack it, we didn't attack it correctly. There's certain angles that you got to attack. There's certain gaps you got to attack. And we weren't doing those things. And, it put us in a bad situation. And then on defense, like I said, we weren't talking. We weren't rotating. Our transition defense, I didn't feel like was very good. I was even joking with Sarah. You overheard the conversation where I think our players think that they're telepathic because they weren't communicating who had who, and we had two running to the same person and things of that nature. So, the thing of it is our girls know what to do. And I feel like they're just in a rut right now, and we'll get back and going against Anderson. Anderson's got Ace is playing really well. Lexi's playing really well. I think as a team, overall team, they're just really clicking. They're really playing well here lately, and they're just shooting the lights out of it. And at their place, they hit 6 straight 3-pointers, and I want to say it was 6 3-pointers in the first 8 possessions that they had of the game. And it was tough. I mean, it was just like, and I can't say that my players did not close out. I mean, I feel like they had a hand in their face, and these girls were just lighting us up. and stuff like that happens. But you can't get discouraged. You got to continue to fight back. And I feel like we'll learn from this. We'll come on Monday. We'll have a good practice. We'll get focused on Anderson, and we'll regroup, and we'll get back on that winning column.